plate from reclaimed Oregon pine that gave me a run for my money. So I got to myself some Oregon pine, a reclaimed Oregon pine, which had a beautiful grain, and I liked it. So I decided I'll do a plate that will look like bricks, clay bricks. And what I done is I cut it the same sizes, and I made myself a spacer, width spacer and length spacer. And slowly I built a huge square out of those cut-offs from the Oregon pine. And then you'll see further how did I do it step by step. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're staying to see my videos. So now I'm making a container, and I'm going to use a blue color because it works very nice with this brownish Oregon pine. Remember, it's a reclaimed one, so it's quite old, and it has very nice grain, but you'll have to see in the next stages. This one really gave me a run for my money. On this side I'm using aluminum tenon. It will be easier later to remove it, by just warming it up it comes out very easy. And I'm starting to do the shape. First I'm going to square it, so I'm going to lose the vibration, and then I'll start creating slowly I'm going to creating the shape of this plate. It's between a plate and a bowl. And thank you very much for coming back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. If you're not, thank you very much again. And don't forget to put remarks at the bottom. Very important. With the remarks I can improve and give to the channel what everybody likes. Now you can start seeing the shape that I'm aiming to. I created a rim, a very thick rim. That will be the base of this one. And now I can discover slowly I'm discovering my first problem. This wood has got a beautiful grain, but it's porous, second to none, and I don't know what to do. So I'm starting with wood sealer, and the reason why it's a little bit pinkish is because I added a little bit of alcohol, and they put in the designated alcohol, they put a little bit of color so people won't drink it. That's what's happening in South Africa. So and now I'm sandpaper it. I will leave a mark for my logo. I'll put those 2 or 3 lines that I usually do, and then I will continue with trying to solve the problem, because it's still plenty of spaces. There is still holes, and it's porous. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a layer of resin above it and see how it's going to react. I'll be very honest, I didn't show it to you on video, but this technique of putting resin on top of it, I done it on this side 3 times, no, actually 4 times. I flat it down, and I put again resin, I flat it down, I put again resin, till I got rid of all the porousness, and it was clear and smooth. So, and here you can see that's the last one. And what I do is I'm just taking water pads and smoothing it down. Here you can see how beautiful it looks in the grain and the cut in the grain. Now I'm doing the same technique, and I'm putting I'm putting a tape, and then I will glue the hot gun glue onto the tape and not to the project. And you will see a little bit later, but that was also another problem that I created for myself. I don't know why it happened. It never happened before. But this time I didn't use painter's tape. I used normal tape, and I think that was the reason why. You will see a little bit later what happened. Using the round tip of the black line tools, I go with what I'm doing is I'm taking line by line, and so I don't have a catch. I didn't want to have a catch, so line by line, and I go through. You can see it here better from this angle. I'm taking lines and I'm going through the middle. I'm taking a line and go through the middle. That's how I eat pieces out of it, and I don't get catches. Of course, this side has the same problem like the outer side, the porousness of the wood. And here I was thinking to myself, and you'll see a little bit later, I'll try a different technique, and I'll try to give it another feature, and you will see just now what did I do. But in the meantime, you can see the patterns that I tried that I had in my mind to do, and the pattern came out exactly as I wanted, like a plate made out of bricks. I'll sandpaper it from 80 all the way to 320, and then I'm going to use a different technique. I'm going to use a gel resin that I mixed a huge amount of copper powder inside. And the idea behind it is that when I will flat it down, and when I will sandpaper it, or machine it and sandpaper it, in the holes of the pores will stay some of this gel and the copper, and it will sparkle. The copper, when I'll polish it, it will come out and it will sparkle. So let me start cutting it down, and you will see further what's happening. You will see there will be some marks of the copper that's left. I'm using steel wool, because the steel wool brings up the shine of the copper powder that's inside. And now I'm going to do again with the resin on the inside, and this time was only one layer. I think that the idea of putting the gel resin first with the copper was a good idea, because it closed most of the holes on the porous. You'll see now, as the next day when I removed it, there was a problem. I removed the tape, and guess what? It left a lot of glue on it. So I had to pour some designated alcohol, left it for a while, and then it was easier to clean off the lines of the glue and the lines of the hot gun glue. I hope you like this project. It was a worthless wood. It was a reclaimed wood. And if you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you didn't subscribe so far, press the bell so you know that I'm putting a new video. Put remarks at the bottom. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? You don't like it? What would you like me to do? What ideas do you have? And I will follow it. Thank you very much, and have a magical year to come, the 2023.